Let's get into the next news of the day. We decode the constitutional deadlock in Telangana. Can a minister stay in power without facing the people, and how far can the governor's discretion go? The Telangana governor has delayed clearing MLC nomination of Professor M. Kodandaram and Minister Mohammad Azaruin, creating a constitutional deadlock. Azaruddin must become a legislator within 6 months to continue as a minister. The governor holds discretion under Article 171, but critics argue this power is being misused to stall democratic processes. Let's understand the constitutional legal framework governing the issue. Article 164, Class 4 of the Constitution allows a non-legislator to be appointed as minister, but they must become a member of either house within 6 months. Governors, quota, and legislative councils. Article 171, Class 3, Class E allows the governor to nominate persons with special knowledge in literature, science, art, cooperative movement, or social service. Governor's discretion. While the cabinet recommends names, the governor is not bound to accept them immediately. This discretionary power is controversial when used to delay or reject nominations. Governor's power and role of the president. Governor's power is that governor can withhold approval, but prolonged delay raises questions of constitutional propriety. President role here is that the governor acts as the representative of the president, but in practice, the president does not directly intervene in state nominations unless a constitutional crisis arises. The central government intervention in these appointments is the central government cannot directly approve or reject nominations, but political pressure can influence governors who are appointed by the president on the advice of the union government. Let's understand the democratic concerns regarding this issue. Bypassing elections. A nominated MLC avoids facing voters, raising fairness concerns. Critics argue this undermines electoral competition and democratic accountability. Supreme Court stance is that the court has previously held that governors must act on cabinet advice in most matters, but ambiguity remains in discretionary powers over nominations. And the deadline for Azaruddin, that is, the 6 months ministerial deadline, is end of April 2026. If his nomination is not cleared, he must resign. Let's understand the opposition criticism in Telangana. Opposition parties accuse the Congress government of misusing the governor's quota to secure ministerial positions without elections. BRS leaders argue this is a backdoor entry into power, violating the spirit of democracy. BJP has criticized the Congress for pressurizing the governor, calling it an attempt to bypass constitutional checks. Key suggestions from my side to uphold democracy in the crucial times. Limit governors' discretion. Amend rules to ensure governors cannot indefinitely delay cabinet-approved nominations. Strengthen transparency. Publish clear criteria for governors' quota nominations. Judicial oversight. Supreme Court should set timelines for governors to act on cabinet advice. Electoral fairness. Encourage ministers to contest elections rather than rely on nominations. Public accountability. Civil society and media must highlight the misuse of discretionary powers. As the Supreme Court watches and democracy demands fairness, the question remains, should nominated seats be a gateway to power, or must every leader can earn legitimacy through the people's vote? Let's get into the next news of the day.